The landlord raised rent for landscaping. I caught him dumping leaves into my yard to justify it. My landlord Blake owns 6 units in this old building downtown. 3 months ago, he sent everyone this fancy email about adding a $50 monthly landscaping fee. He said the building needed professional yard maintenance to keep up the neighborhood property values. The email had these stock photos of perfect lawns and flower beds that looked nothing like our cracked concrete parking lot and dead grass patches. I live on the first floor with a tiny backyard that's basically dirt and weeds. When I moved in 2 years ago, Blake promised he'd plant some bushes back there, but all I ever got was excuses about waiting for the right season. So when he suddenly cared about landscaping, I was suspicious. The first month, I paid the extra $50 without complaining. Same with the second month. But then October hit, and I started noticing something weird. Every Tuesday morning around 7, right before I left for my job at the hardware store, I'd see Blake's beat-up white pickup truck parked behind the building. At first, I thought maybe he was actually hiring landscapers. But one Tuesday, I overslept and was rushing to get ready when I heard this scraping sound outside my bedroom window. I peeked through the blinds and saw Blake with a rake, gathering up leaves from the front yard. Normal enough, except then he walked straight to my back gate and dumped the whole pile right in the middle of my yard. I thought maybe I was seeing things wrong, so I watched more carefully the next week. Same thing. He'd rake up leaves from all around the building, then dump them exclusively in my yard and 2 other units. The upstairs neighbors who always complained about everything got their yards left totally clean. By the 3rd week, I had my phone ready. I recorded him through my kitchen window, making multiple trips with armfuls of wet leaves, dumping them right against my back door. The pile was getting huge, maybe 3 feet high, and starting to smell rotten. When I tried to rake them up myself, more would appear the next Tuesday like magic. That's when I realized what was happening. Blake was manufacturing landscaping work to justify the fee. He'd make a mess, then charge us for cleaning it up, probably pocketing the money while doing the absolute minimum work himself. I decided to confront him the next Tuesday. I set my alarm for 6:30 and waited by my back door with my phone recording. Right on schedule, Blake showed up with his rake and a black garbage bag full of leaves from somewhere else. He was whistling some country song while he scattered debris around my yard like he was feeding chickens. "Hey Blake," I called out, stepping onto my back steps. He jumped so hard he dropped the bag, and leaves went everywhere. "Oh, hey Carter, you're up early," he said, trying to play it cool. "Just doing some yard maintenance for you folks." "Funny thing," I said, holding up my phone. "I've got 3 weeks of video showing you dumping leaves in my yard, not cleaning them out." His face went red. That's part of the process. Gotta move organic matter around for proper soil composition. "Blake, you're literally bringing leaves from other yards and dumping them here, then charging me $50 to clean up your own mess." He started backing toward his truck, mumbling something about municipal composting requirements, but I wasn't done. "Here's what's gonna happen," I said, following him. "You're gonna stop the landscaping fee for everyone, or I'm sending this video to the other tenants and the city housing authority." Blake got in his truck without saying anything, but he looked furious. 2 days later, we all got another email saying the landscaping fee was being temporarily suspended due to seasonal changes. The best part? Blake actually had to come clean up that massive pile of rotting leaves before they attracted rats. Took him 3 trips with his truck, and I watched him load every single bag while drinking coffee on my back steps. The upstairs neighbor Emma texted me the next week saying her dad was a contractor and could report Blake for fake fees if he tried this again. Turns out half the building suspected something fishy, but nobody wanted to be the one to call him out. Blake hasn't tried any new creative fees since then, but now when I see him emptying the mail, he won't make eye contact.